house at the U.S. Embassy Jakarta, and I will show you right in to let you know how to fix some appliances that we have. So we have some air purifiers and dehumidifiers. For the air purifiers, we have the Honeywell and we have the Philips. But first, I will explain to you how to clean and maintain your Honeywell air purifier. So first, I'm gonna open it up. Just push these things on the side. And as you can see, take a look on the inside. There are 3 filters, and I'll take them out so you can see what they look like. So here we have 3 layers of filters. The most front filter, the first one is the pre-filter, and for your information, these are already used beforehand, and I'll show you the clean filters afterwards. And then we have the second layer, which is the HEPA filter, and then it's used so it's dirty. And the last filter, number 3, is the high C. And then take a look over here. You can look on the panel here. There is a on button. And I'll explain to you what these mean. So usually if you have a issue with your air purifier, these panels will turn on, either on 1, 2, or 3, indicating which filter has a issue. So if by chance it's 1, 2, or 3, for the first filter, which is the pre-filter that I showed you before, you can actually take this out and you can rinse it with water. Don't use any soap or chemicals, just rinse it and then let it dry, and then you could put it back in. And then if it's for the filters 2 or 3, then that means that you would have to request to have them changed. So the HEPA filter and the high C filter, you would have to have that changed, and you can request that through services. And you would have to also change this. Now, if you were to put them back in, let's say that you were to put all the filters back in, then you close it, and that would mean that the lights would still turn on, they would still blink. In order to turn it off, then you would have to press this restart button. You can see right here, you would hold this down for about 5 seconds, and then all the lights will return back to normal. For information of the light indicators, there are 3 types of colors that will appear on the panel. First, you'll have a red light, which indicates that there is unhealthy or the air quality in the surroundings isn't too clean. But don't worry, that doesn't mean that the air purifier is not working, but it's in the process of still cleaning the air. And then next, you'll have a yellow color, which indicates that the air isn't too unhealthy, but it's not yet cleaned and it's still in the process of cleaning. And once the air is clean, then that would mean that the panel would turn a blue color. Okay. Next, we have the Philips air purifier. This one's a little bit different, so I'm going to take you step by step on how to clean and maintain your air purifier. So first, of course, in a condition when the air purifier is off and unplugged, you would open it from the bottom. So pull the bottom portion, take it off. And then here you can see that this is where the filters are located. And here we have the first filter, which is the pre-filter. When you would look at the panel, there will be codes that indicate which type of filter needs to be changed. This first filter, or the pre-filter, is known as the F0 filter. So this is the F0, and this is already used beforehand, so you can see that it's very dirty. This is where all the dust particles collect. And then you have the second filter, which is the high C filter. And this is known as the C7 filter. And if you forget, you can just look at the code here. It says C7 right there. This is the second filter. And the last filter is the HEPA filter, and the code here is A3. This is the last filter, and this is the one in condition that's already been used. So this one's dirty, as you can see. A new filter would look like this. You can tell that the color is still white and it is still clean and in good condition. Now, if by chance when you need to clean or maintain your filters, there will be a code that appears on the panel right here in this circle. It'll either show as F0, C7, or A3. F0 is the pre-filter, C7 is the second filter, and the A3 is the last filter, which is this one. Once you have changed your air filters, the code in the display here will still say either F0 or C7 or A3. In order to get rid of that, after changing the filters, you just press this restart button. You just hold it for about 5 to 10 seconds until the code on the panel here goes away. And also, this air purifier has a light indicator, which can be seen in this little circle here. And the light indicator will tell you about the air quality in the surroundings. So for example, if the color is blue, that means that the air condition in the room is good. If it's a blue-violet color, it means that it's fair. If it's red to purple, then it means it's unhealthy. If it's red, that means it's very unhealthy. But do not panic if the color is either red or red-violet or red-purple. That means that the air purifier is still in the process of cleaning the air in the room that it's in. Also, another thing to take note of, there is a particle sensor on the side of the purifier right here. So if by chance you've already changed the filters and it turns out that you've already pressed the restart button and it still appears to have a code in the panel, that means that you have to also clean out the particle sensor. But also you also have to clean that every 2 months to maintain that it stays clean. So you just open this latch right here, and you can tell that it collects dust on the outside and also on the inside. So you would take a damp Q-tip and just make sure you clean around and a little bit on the inside, and go over it again with another dry cotton swab to make sure that it's dry and clean. And that's it. Here we have the dehumidifier, and I will take you step by step on how to use it and how to maintain and clean your dehumidifier. So first, this is already in the on condition. To turn it on and off, you have the on and off button right here on this panel. Now, to detect the humidity level that is in your surroundings or in the room that you put it in, you have to leave this machine on for about 10 to 15 minutes. And the purpose of that is to get a stable humidity level, which will show up right here on the panel. Now, I have to inform you that the normal humidity level is about 55 to 65%, and it will show up right here on this display right here. Now, in order to set the desired humidity level, you use this hygrostat button. So you would press that, and then you can use this to choose which humidity level you would want. And because the normal humidity level is 55 to 65, you can set it at 55. At 55. And then you would have the speed. The speed is for the fan. So there are 3 levels. There's 1, 2, and 3. Speed level 1 would be the fastest fan speed, and then you have 2, and then you have 3, which is the slowest. And then you can set the timer as either timer on or timer off. To timer on, you just press it another time, and then you can set it. And here you can set the hour and the minute, and you just use this panel to just choose whichever time you want. And swing is for this right here, so you can either turn it on or off. And then night is for the display light right here. You can either dim it or turn it back on to be lighter. And here we have this is where the water collects. And if by chance the humidity level is higher than the desired humidity level, so if it's above 65, that means that the surroundings or the room that it is in is very humid and the moisture level is high, which means that the dehumidifier will collect a lot of water, which will be kept in here. If this container is full, then the light will blink on the display and it will immediately automatically turn off the dehumidifier. And in order to open this, you just pull this thing on the bottom, and then you have to pour out the water, and then you put it back inside. Once you put it back in, then the dehumidifier will automatically turn back on. And something that is really important to note is the normal humidity level that I mentioned before. The normal humidity level is 55 to 65%. If it is below 55%, that means that the moisture level is very low, or it's relatively dry, which means that not much water will be contained in this container. So if there's not much water that is in here, it means that the moisture level is quite low and there's nothing that they can take in to turn into water. Whereas if the humidity level is at 65%, that means that the frequency in which this container will fill up with water will be higher, and it will fill up more quickly, and you have to dispose of the water more quickly. If it is in the range of 55 to 65%, then that means it is already in the normal moisture level, and everything is